Hello everyone, Pinder Productions here, and today I have a video of my POV really of the ETCC, and this series is going to be a series of my coverage of the ETCC but also my development as a driver. So here we go for the top three. As you can see, for race 1 at Brands Hatch I was starting on pole, then we have Afternoon 7, and in third we have Blitz Skyline R34. So let's go to the start of the race, and this car is fairly decent off the line. You can see the person to the left of me has got a slightly better start with the indicator arrows, but as we go into turn 1 all is fairly clean. I'm not expecting to stay here for very long. I would expect a couple of people to overtake in the opening stages of this race, but as I was saying, this is going to be a sort of improvement series for me, as I always seem to get into contact somehow on this game. So as we keep on going, I've still managed to avoid it, but it does seem like I'm holding up a couple of people at the start of this race. As I'm slow out of that corner, it allows the other Peugeot 308 there to catch up and get on the inside. So as I come into this corner, we are close side by side racing, and I've left the inside line for somebody else to come and gain on me, and they do. It was MacLeod 100 in the M&M Scirocco there, as he overtakes me for P3, and I'm down in P3 now, defending against P4 in another Scirocco, and I'm back down in P4 here. So not a great start to the race, but this is a decent position at the moment if I can keep it. So, and I have avoided contact so far, which is a good thing. As you can see, lots of people gaining on me with the indicator arrows behind. So as we go into this braking zone, braking a little bit too early there, to be honest. It allows that person behind me to really catch up, and as we go into this braking zone I go a bit too deep trying to avoid the BMW, and I go off into the gravel trap. So that was my first mistake of this race, and I'm slow to speed up here, but it does allow the rest of the field basically to overtake. As we go into this corner I get knocked by Blitz Skyline as he turns in on me, and I decided to wait for him and be the nice guy, sort of like level it out between us, and he went off, so I was able to overtake him for P12 here, which was my position for most of the race. But when I got the chance to overtake somebody when they went wide here, then I did take that chance and I went up into P11, so that was a good thing for me. But later on the same lap I made a mistake going into this same corner here, going wide into the gravel trap, and that allowed them to re-overtake me, so that put me back down into P12 for the rest of the race. As you can see here, I'm in P12, and at the end of the race it was P12 for me. So lost 12 positions there for the race, but I can, well, not really only improve. As you see the results here, I finished P12, and I had a 1:42, I think my fastest lap was. But here we go for the race 2, top 3 here. You can see the people in top 3, and then there is the other Peugeot in third. So I was at the back for this race, and again the Peugeot gets a really quick start off the line, so I was able to overtake the focus here of the real Emil, who is sort of the event organizer here, as we go into turn 1. Now it's all very clean and I'm up a position, so I've equalled my position from the previous race. As we come alongside Blitz Skyline going around the outside, I'm going to try not to make any contact this time with him though, as it looks like a few people have weak connections and there's a little bit of lag going on. But we're going to try and go around the outside here, but we tap and we can't quite do it, so I've got to get on the outside here, and it looks like the real Emil is trying to gain on what we're doing as we have lag, and I've been slightly tapped off here by the real Emil, and that puts me back down into last place. But it's not all over here, as we could try and still gain on people, because it is just the start of the race and it's possible that there could be a bit more contact due to this slight weak connection that I am having, and possibly other people, I don't know. But as we break into this corner here, this is probably the fastest corner I had. That corner was the best place I had on the track, so that was interesting. As we break into this corner here, and Blitz Skyline taps the Subaru, and then I tap the Subaru as he tries to come back on, and then I get rear-ended by another Focus, and we are all off track. But that does allow me to get up into P12 and then overtake Blitz Skyline here if I can, get alongside No, I can't quite, although I did get alongside, but he is defended, and here comes the Subaru trying to come back at me, which hasn't worked, and I've gone back down into P13 here, but it looks like Blitz Skyline and the Subaru are battling it out there for P11 and P12, so hopefully we will be able to capitalise on that battle as we get close into the braking zone and they tap each other again. It allows me to go up into P12 here and get up to trying to get into Blitz Skyline's slipstream, which I'm not able to do, and I've just got to settle for P13 at the moment and hope maybe they get tangled up in a bit of a battle, and they do. They tap each other going into the first corner on lap 2, and I get into P10 here, which is very good. And at the time of my quick stop in this race, I was in P8, as a lot of other people had already done quick stops, but when I came out I was in P11, so not the best position to be in, although it is an improvement on the last race so far, and this is the position that I finished in. So there you can see my fastest lap, 1:42 once again. And for the results here, I basically screenshotted a stream I was watching, so that's why there's a text at the side, but there you go, there you can see the event results, because I forgot to click on the results page. But this is the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and this series for me is going to be a sort of improvement series. So I'm going to aim firstly to get into the top 10. I did improve from my starting position in the second race, but then I could only improve. I improved by 2 positions, and I've improved my result by 1 position, so take that for what it is really. If you want to, that's the best I have. But anyway, thank you for watching. Please go and check out the Real Emil on YouTube, as he is organising this event and he's doing a good job, and it was a really good turnout for this race. So I just want to thank everybody for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.